Get ready to witness pure masterpieces. These aren't just anime, they're a must-watch for every true anime lover. Let's dive into part 2 of the best anime in the world series. No repeats, just brilliance. Number 10. The Melancholy of Haruhi Suzumiya. She's bored with normal life, and the universe knows it. Haruhi Suzumiya is a high school girl obsessed with aliens, time travelers, and espers. What she doesn't realize is, she has the power to reshape reality itself. Kion, the most sarcastic and grounded guy in school, accidentally gets dragged into her world when he joins her club, the SOS Brigade. Unbeknownst to Haruhi, every member of her club is exactly what she's been looking for. A time traveler, an alien, and an esper, all assigned to monitor her. The catch? If Haruhi gets bored, reality could literally break. It's a brilliant mix of school life, sci-fi, mystery, and philosophy, wrapped in absurd humor and clever storytelling. It might sound silly at first, but it becomes one of the smartest slice-of-life anime you'll ever watch. Number 9. Serial Experiments Lain. Where do you end? And where does the internet begin? Lain Iwakura is a shy teenage girl who gets pulled into the virtual world known as The Wired after a classmate's mysterious suicide. As she dives deeper, the boundary between reality and cyberspace starts to collapse. She begins to question who she really is, and if she's even real. The show explores identity, consciousness, and the evolution of human connection in the digital age. It's slow, haunting, and intentionally disorienting. Every frame, every glitch, every silence is part of the story. It's not an easy watch, but it's unforgettable. If you want anime that makes you think deeply, this is the one. Number 8. Fullmetal Alchemist. Brotherhood. Two brothers broke the ultimate taboo, and now they'll do anything to make it right. Edward and Alphonse Elric tried to use alchemy to bring their mother back from the dead. It failed horribly. Ed lost his arm and leg, while Al lost his entire body, his soul now bound to a suit of armor. They set out on a journey to find the Philosopher's Stone to restore what they lost, but discover a much darker conspiracy that threatens their entire nation. The anime blends emotion, action, humor, and philosophy with perfect pacing and unforgettable characters. Every arc matters. Every villain has depth. And the finale? It hits like nothing else. This isn't just one of the best anime. You could argue it's one of the best stories ever told. Number 7. Fooly Cooly. A Vespa-riding alien woman hits a kid in the head, and somehow, robots start bursting out of his skull. Yeah, that's FLCL. On the surface, it's chaos. A coming-of-age story filled with guitars, government conspiracies, robot battles, and non-stop visual madness. But underneath the wild animation and absurd comedy is a raw, emotional tale about puberty, confusion, and growing up too fast. Nyota, the 12-year-old protagonist, doesn't really understand what's happening, and honestly, you won't either at first. But that's the point. It's less about making sense and more about feeling it. With a killer soundtrack from The Pillows and some of the most experimental animation ever, FLCL is a 6-episode blast that sticks with you long after it's over. Number 6. Mushishi. There are spirits all around us, but only a few can see them. Mushishi follows Ginkgo, a mysterious man who travels from village to village studying strange life forms called Mushi. They're not good or evil. They simply exist, often causing supernatural phenomena humans can't understand. Each episode is a self-contained story, quiet and poetic, like a folktale or a dream. You'll meet people cursed, changed, or enlightened by their encounters with the Mushi. The pacing is slow, the tone is calm, and the art feels like a watercolor painting in motion. It's not about action or conflict. It's about beauty, balance, and the mysteries of nature. Mushishi isn't just watched, it's experienced. Number 5. Gurren Lagann. With a drill and a dream, they'll pierce through the heavens. Simon is a timid boy living underground, digging tunnels for a life he never questions. Until his older bro, Kamina, shows him the sky. When they discover a hidden mech and break through to the surface, they find a world ruled by beastmen and despair. But instead of giving up, they fight back. Hard. What starts as a rebellion becomes a galaxy-sized war for freedom. Gurren Lagann is loud, bold, emotional, and inspiring. It's about believing in yourself, even when you don't. Every episode cranks up the scale, the stakes, and the emotions. By the time it ends, you'll be screaming, crying, and absolutely fired up. Number 4. Puella Magi Madoka Magica. It looks like a magical girl anime, but it's really a horror story in disguise. Madoka is just an ordinary girl until she meets a strange creature named Cowboy, who offers to grant her any wish, at a terrible cost. The show starts off cute, then pulls the rug out hard. Being a magical girl in this world means facing soul-crushing despair and literal existential horror. Characters die, trust is broken, and the truth behind the system is darker than anyone imagined. Visually stunning and emotionally devastating, Madoka Magica took the magical girl genre and flipped it upside down. It's not just a twist, it's a transformation. You'll never look at sparkles and transformation sequences the same way again. Number 3. Revolutionary girl Utena. She wears a boy's uniform, carries a sword, and fights for a girl trapped in a strange ritual. Utena Tenju wants to be a prince, noble, strong, and protective. She ends up at an elite academy where sword duels decide the fate of the mysterious Rose Bride. Each fight is surreal, full of symbolism and emotional weight. As Utena fights deeper into the system, the truth about the academy, the bride, and herself begins to unravel. This anime tackles gender, identity, power, and trauma in incredibly artistic ways. It's weird, beautiful, and complex, and honestly, there's nothing else like it. If you like layered storytelling and heavy themes beneath dreamy visuals, this is your jam. Number 2. Cowboy Bebop, Bounty Hunters. Jazz. Broken pasts. In a future where space travel is normal and crime is everywhere, the crew of the spaceship Bebop chases criminals for money, and sometimes closure. Spike Spiegel is cool, dangerous, and haunted by his past. Jet's the ex-cop. Faye's a gambler with memory loss. Ed's a hacking prodigy. And the Corgi? Iconic. Each episode is a standalone story, blending genres like noir, western, and sci-fi. But slowly, the characters' pasts creep back into focus. With one of the best soundtracks ever made, Cowboy Bebop isn't just stylish, it's soulful. It's not about where you're going, it's about what you leave behind. Number 1. Neon Genesis Evangelion, giant robots, world-ending threats, and the deepest psychological dive in anime history. Shinji Ikari is a teenage boy dragged into piloting a biomechanical robot to fight alien beings called angels. But Evangelion isn't about cool robot fights. It's about depression, trauma, loneliness, and what it means to exist. Every character is broken in their own way, and the battles are just metaphors for what they're feeling inside. It gets darker, more abstract, and more emotionally intense with every episode. The final episodes and movies sparked debate, rewatches, and breakdown videos for decades. Evangelion didn't just push boundaries, it shattered them. Love it or hate it, you'll never forget it. That wraps up part 2 of the best anime in the world. Thanks for watching.